values, efforts, and growth. Escaping the trap of validation begins with self-awareness and self-acceptance. The moment you realize you are living for approval instead of authenticity is the moment you take back your confidence. Instead of making decisions based on how they will be perceived, individuals can start asking themselves what they truly want or believe in. This shift in mindset allows for greater authenticity where actions are aligned with personal values rather than external expectations. A musician, for example, who once created songs based on popular trends might rediscover their passion by composing music that resonates with them personally, even if it does not gain widespread recognition. Practicing self-validation is another essential step in overcoming dependence on external approval. Rather than looking for reassurance from others, individuals can cultivate the habit of acknowledging their own progress and strengths. Keeping a journal of achievements, no matter how small, can help reinforce self-worth. Someone who is used to seeking compliments on their appearance can practice self-affirmation by focusing on qualities they appreciate about themselves, independent of others' opinions. Learning to trust one's instincts and decisions, even in the face of disagreement, strengthens confidence and reduces the need for constant reassurance. Setting personal boundaries is also crucial in breaking free from validation-seeking behavior. When individuals feel the urge to conform or gain approval at the expense of their own well-being, it is important to step back and reassess. Saying no to situations that compromise authenticity or self-respect is an act of self-confidence. A person who constantly agrees to social events they do not enjoy just to maintain approval may find empowerment in prioritizing their own needs. Similarly, someone who hesitates to express their opinions out of fear of being judged can practice asserting their views in small ways, gradually building the confidence to stand by their beliefs. Letting go of the need for validation does not mean disregarding all feedback or isolating oneself from others. Constructive criticism and encouragement from trusted sources can be valuable for growth. However, there is a difference between considering others' perspectives and allowing them to define self-worth. When validation is no longer the driving force behind decisions, individuals gain the freedom to explore their true potential without the fear of judgment holding them back. Self-confidence is not about being perfect in others' eyes, but about embracing one's own journey with all its imperfections and uniqueness. By shifting focus inward and trusting in personal values and strengths, individuals cultivate a lasting sense of confidence that no external approval can take away. Depending on external validation creates deep-seated insecurity as individuals constantly question their worth based on others' opinions. When approval becomes the primary source of confidence, even minor criticism can feel overwhelming. A person who relies on praise to feel competent at work may experience self-doubt when their efforts go unnoticed. Similarly, someone who seeks validation in relationships may feel unworthy if they do not receive constant reassurance. This insecurity prevents individuals from developing a stable sense of self-esteem, making them overly sensitive to rejection or disapproval. Rather than building confidence through personal achievements and self-recognition, They remain in a fragile state where their emotions fluctuate based on external feedback. Over time, this need for validation leads to inauthenticity as individuals mold themselves to fit what they believe others will approve of. Instead of expressing their true thoughts, preferences, or values, they adjust their behavior to gain acceptance. A person who fears judgment may hesitate to share their opinions in conversations, agreeing with others, even when they internally disagree. In social settings, they may change their personality depending on the people they are with, suppressing aspects of themselves that they believe will not be well received. This creates a disconnect between their public identity and their authentic self, leading to feelings of emptiness and dissatisfaction. Living to meet external expectations rather than personal desires can make life feel performative rather than fulfilling. Emotional dependency is another consequence of seeking constant validation. When individuals rely on others for self-worth, they struggle to make decisions independently. A person who always asks for reassurance before making choices may find it difficult to trust their own judgment. They may avoid making significant life decisions without external confirmation, fearing that choosing incorrectly will result in disapproval. In relationships, emotional dependency manifests as an excessive need for reassurance, where an individual feels anxious or unworthy if their partner does not constantly affirm their value. This dependence can strain relationships as it places pressure on others to provide ongoing validation, creating an unbalanced dynamic. Rather than fostering emotional security, it reinforces feelings of inadequacy and instability. Building self-validation is essential in breaking free from this cycle. Instead of seeking external approval, individuals can develop the habit of recognizing their own achievements and strengths. Reflecting on past successes, regardless of how small, helps reinforce a sense of competence. A writer who typically waits for others to praise their work can practice acknowledging their own progress by tracking improvements in their writing skills. Similarly, an athlete who depends on audience applause can shift their focus to personal milestones, such as improved performance or dedication to training. Learning to appreciate one's efforts without external confirmation strengthens internal confidence. Setting boundaries plays a crucial role in overcoming validation. Seeking behaviors. Individuals who constantly adjust themselves to please others must learn to prioritize their own needs and values. Establishing boundaries means recognizing when people's expectations conflict with personal well-being and having the confidence to say no. A person who feels pressured to conform to social norms can practice asserting their choices, such as pursuing a career path that aligns with their passions rather than one that meets family expectations. By maintaining personal boundaries, individuals reclaim control over their lives, reducing the influence of external validation on their self-worth. Trusting personal decisions is another vital step towards self-confidence. When people rely on others to validate their choices, they undermine their ability to think independently. Developing trust in one's judgment requires practice and a willingness to